Hey, Seven Marks, happy Easter. And man, I hope you've had a great week just listening to these devotions and spending some time in the Gospel of John, reading the different passages for each day. And we finished today, obviously, with the resurrection and the fact that He is risen. And with Easter, typically at churches, there's just a lot of energy. So when you come, and hopefully if you're viewing this early on Easter morning, hopefully you'll be joining us in a few hours, or maybe you've already been to the gathering and now you're looking at this video for the devotion. But either way, you will or you have experienced a lot of energy about Jesus' resurrection, and that should be the case in your soul, and just a celebratory time for us, because with the resurrection, Jesus brought us a new way to live, and so that's exciting. But one of the parts of the resurrection story that I love in John 20 is when Mary is outside of the tomb. She's already seen that the body's not there. Other disciples ran, but nobody knows what's happening. But it's just this really intimate setting to where Mary's outside of the tomb and she's crying in verse 11 of chapter 20. And then the angels appear, and then they ask her why she's crying. And she says, "They've taken my Lord away, and I don't know where they've put him." And then as she turns, she sees Jesus standing there, but she didn't know it was him. And he asks why she's crying. And then she tells him, and then she thought he was the gardener, but then he said her name. And the moment he said her name, her countenance changed and her approach to him changed. And I thought about how cool it is when you come into relationship with Jesus, where he becomes real and personal, and he knows you like no one else knows you. And man, I hope you have had that experience in your life where you have trusted Jesus as your personal Lord and Savior. The resurrection is not about a religion. The resurrection is about a relationship with Jesus. And our hope through this past week of devotions and even Easter today is that you have come to the realization that you need a Savior, and his name is Jesus. And he came and he died and he rose again, and he brings new life. And so if you haven't trusted Jesus, I would just invite you, hey, contact us, let us know. We would love to help you there. And if you have trusted Jesus, then allow this Easter to kind of catapult you in to a new way of living this year, a renewed way of living. So thanks again, happy Easter, and we'll either see you here in the gathering, or if we've already seen you, hey, thanks for coming.